Man, the Democrats are playing us for fools. Don't let them do it. Let me tell you something. Here's what's really happening. The Democrats are running scared that President Trump is getting ready to expose their own Ukrainian collusion corruption. Here's the bottom line. I think this is what's happening. I think the DNC, the Democratic Party, decided that they wanted to frame Donald Trump the moment, again, after the Russia collusion hoax, the moment AG William Barr said that he intended to investigate the origins of the Russia collusion hoax. That had them running scared. So what they're trying to do with this whole Ukrainian collusion hoax now is to try to discredit AG William Barr, and of course they want to discredit the president. But it's not going to work. But that's their intention. These guys are corrupt as all get out. Listen, they just changed the requirements for the whistleblower report. Now you could just be a gossip and be a whistleblower. You can have second-hand and third-hand, a report. You don't have to be an eyewitness in order to be a whistleblower. Isn't that convenient? They secretly, the intelligence community secretly did this over the last year. Isn't that convenient? And it was unrolled, right when the Democratic Party decided to try to flip this Ukrainian collusion narrative on President Trump again. When you read the transcripts, I encourage you. Democrats think you're dumb. They think you're stupid. They think you're illiterate. They don't think you'll read information. They think you're that gullible. If you haven't read the transcript of the Ukrainian call between, or the transcript of the call between President Trump and President Zelensky, read it, because you'll see that there's nothing to it. And then I encourage you after that to read the so-called whistleblower, I call him the gossip report. And the gossip report sounds a lot more threatening than the actual transcript of the call between President Trump and President Zelensky, which was pretty cordial and normal seeming, in my opinion, given that these guys were no world leaders. What you'll find is that there was no quid pro quo or no give and take. So President Trump didn't say, listen, if you don't give me information on Joe Biden, I'll withhold military aid. It never happened. Read the transcript for yourself. So the Democrats rushed to impeachment before they had even read the transcript. And then with Joe Biden, as far as Joe Biden is concerned, it was President Zelensky who mentioned Mayor Rudy Giuliani, who had spoken to his aide. He mentioned Rudy Giuliani, but Rudy Giuliani had spoken to his aide first before, or Zelensky mentioned Giuliani before Trump even mentioned Giuliani. And the reason why is Giuliani has spoken to his aide, but Giuliani was looking into Biden corruption. Listen, you have Joe Biden, whose son sat on the board of Burisma, collecting $50,000 a month, and he got that job a few months after Joe Biden became the point man for Ukraine. In Iraq, James Biden, Joe Biden's brother, got a $1.5 billion loan, or a contract for when he became the executive vice president of a construction company, the same time that Joe Biden was the vice president. These people are just corrupt. And then you have Hunter Biden, who forms a hedge fund and gets $1.5 billion in Chinese investments after he travels to China, right? With his father on Air Force Two. These people are corrupt. So we should be investigating Joe Biden and what transpired in Ukraine. And I'm sorry, if our vice president was dirty, we should know, our former vice president, Joe Biden, was dirty. We should know that before he's running before he ends up becoming president. And Crowdstrike, this is another reason why the DNC are running scared. Crowdstrike is funded by Google. By Google's parent company, Alphabet Inc. There's all types of collusion here. So we don't even know if the DNC servers were hacked. We don't even know that for sure, by Russians anyway. Why were the DNC servers in Ukraine? I guarantee you there's a whole bunch of corruption from the DNC and Democrats in Ukraine that they don't want to expose. That's the real deal. That's what's really going on. They are running scared that President Trump is going to expose the Ukrainian collusion with the DNC and their cover-up.